Good morning from Central California. I am Ariana Newcomer and it's Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm a little bit late getting on this morning for various reasons, but welcome to How to Use Music Consciously. This information comes out of the training that I did as a provider of the listening program, which is a therapeutic music listening program that helps retrain brains to process sound fully and freely and quickly to help kids with learning difficulties, ADD, ADHD, even children with autism can really benefit from working with these programs. But the principles underlying it are available to all of us, even if you don't need to retrain your brain for something specific. Now, I came into this because when I had to stop singing, I was a classical singer, I had a performing career, and I had to stop because I literally could not hear. This is one of the reasons. I could not hear that I wasn't on pitch in a certain part of my range. And this was so freaky because I would sing along with the piano, and I'm sitting in front of my piano today, and swear that I was singing on pitch, or I would sing along with someone else and swear that I was singing on pitch. Yet when I heard a recording of myself, I could hear that I was not. So how did that happen? How could I not hear my own voice accurately in my own head when I was singing, but yet I could hear on a recording that it wasn't, I wasn't matching pitch? So that led me to the work of Dr. Alfred Tomatis, who was a French ear, nose, throat physician who worked with singers. His dad had been an opera singer, and he developed a whole method of using specially filtered and engineered music to help retrain the brain so that people could sing well again. Because the basic, this is called the Tomatis effect, the voice can only produce what the ear can hear. And so the wonderful thing about this is there are simple things for you to know that can help you choose music to really support yourself in all kinds of different ways. So the basics are that lower frequencies and slower tempos are more calming and centering and grounding. So the slower and the lower, the more calm you're going to get, because we actually entrain. So this works by the principles of entrainment. Our systems will entrain with the music, in other words, match. So our heart rate will slow down, our breathing will slow down, our brainwave state will slow down to match the music. So the lower frequency instruments are, of course, things like cellos and the string bass. And then the mid-range of frequencies is what we used to call the speech and language zone. I think they're calling it something else now at the listening program, but it's the middle place where most of speech happens. And the mid-range, if we are choosing music that has these middle ranges of frequencies in it, that's where we get to the relaxed body, active mind state. And that's great for learning. It's great for being productive. And then the higher frequencies are more in that high creativity zone and also energize us. So if you are just feeling like, oh, you have that sort of afternoon time, put on some music that has some high frequencies. So violins, if you like classical music, the brass, trumpets, trombones, and many of you may not be that familiar with classical music, but you can figure this out with other kinds of music that you like. And of course, faster tempos. And that will help you, your body and mind, and train to faster thinking, to higher creativity, and all that sort of thing. So an easy way to actually get this music in the specific zones that you want is advancedbrain.com, Advanced Brain Technologies, where the makers of the listening program have a series of CDs called Sound Health. And they have specifically designed these to be in the right frequency ranges for various things. So there's music to de-stress, there's music to relax, there's music for thinking, there's music for learning, there's music for, there's one for high performance. Anyway, there's a whole series. So then you don't have to go and look for these specific types of music yourself. You can get one or several of these programs, these CDs, and use them for the reasons for which they are designed. But you can play around with the music that you listen to for yourself. And one thing to do is to, as you're listening to some of the things that you really enjoy, notice what the effect is in your body. So, oh, is this making me feel like I want to get up and dance? Okay, that's most likely it's the faster tempos, and there's probably higher frequencies in there. And oh, is this kind of calming, but I still feel like I'm alert? That could be, it's in those mid-ranges. Or, oh, this music really helps me relax. When I listen to this, I feel so calm, and I'm really relaxing as I'm listening to this. So pay attention to what your body is telling you, because our bodies and our brains are in training to the music. We're designed to do that. We sync up to it. Our heart rate, our respiration, and our brainwave state syncs up to it. And if you want to really use music to help you focus, it's best, while you're working on something, it's best if it's music that doesn't have words, because the words can then distract us from the work that we're trying to do. So if we're trying to write something, if we're trying to read and learn something, if the music has words, it's going to pull our brain's attention away from what we're doing. So we generally recommend that you use music that doesn't have words for that kind of purpose. And many of you may already have had experience with some meditation music, and that is generally designed to use those slower tempos, and mostly it's slower and some lower frequencies, but it may carry higher frequencies in it too, because those very high frequencies can help us kind of tune in, if we're tuning into spirit guides, for instance, or we're tuning into source energies. So have a wonderful time playing with music. Check out the Sound Health series at advancedbrain.com. And I'd love to hear what you experience. See you next time.